Welcome you all in my class again, and today I have brought the highlights of the new education policy 2020, which is going to bring a revolution in the education field, and it is expected to be incorporated in the new session which will begin in September or October, and this delay is due to the coronavirus outbreak. Dear all, before I throw the light on the new education policy, I request you to subscribe my channel if you have not yet done, and do press the notification icon so that it reaches to the maximum people. So let us understand, this is a must watch video because this is associated with the future of your children. So let us understand with the help of the diagram. Now see, earlier the previous 10 plus 2 structure is going to be modified in a new structure which can be understood like this: 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Now first 5 years of a student life are going to be called the foundational stage, which is a multi-level play or activity based learning, and this will involve the first 5 years for the classes 1 and 2 for the age group 3 to 8. Second will be the preparatory stage, which will be play, discovery and activity based and interactive classroom learning for the classes 3 to 5 involving the age group 8 to 11. Third is the middle stage, which is experiential learning in the sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities, involving the next 3 years of student life for the classes 6 to 8 and for the age group 11 to 14. And the next is the secondary stage, which is multidisciplinary study, greater critical thinking, flexibility and student choices of subject, involving the next 4 years of student life for the classes 9 to 12 for the age group 14 to 18. And this is how the structure can be made like this: 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That means 3 years in the preschool, Anganwadi or preschool, and 12 years in the school. Now in this, according to this policy, new policy, more focus will be on the vocational studies, as we have been teaching in our essays on the present or the existing education policy, which is based on rote learning. Now this can be called a vocational study based learning. So every child has to learn at least one vocation, although he will be exposed to several other vocational courses such as carpentry, electric work, metal work, gardening, pottery making, which will be decided by the states or local communities during the classes 6 to 8. Next is NIOS, that means National Institute of Open Schooling, are expected to develop high quality modules for Indian Sign Languages. And this new education policy will be bagless, because throughout the year various types of activities involving arts, quizzes, sports, vocational crafts will be incorporated, and a 10-day bagless period sometime during grade 6 to 8 to intern with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters or artists, etc. Next is, this will be a three language course, and the choice of the languages will be done by the state, region and the students. That means three languages learned by the children will be the choices of the states, regions or the students. So long at least two of the three languages are the native to India. Moreover, the medium of instruction will be local or regional language. That means up to grade 5, the medium of instruction will be local or regional, or mother tongue or home language. It can further be taken till grade 8. Next, which is very very important, no hard separation of the streams for students. That means curricular, extracurricular, co-curricular among arts, humanities and sciences, or vocational or academic streams. There will be no separation. And moreover, optional subjects like physical education, arts, crafts or other vocational skills in addition to the main streams like science, humanities and mathematics will altogether be studied throughout the school curriculum. And next is, this will be an experiential learning at all stages. That means it will include hands-on learning, arts integrated and sports integrated, storytelling based pedagogy, and classroom transaction will shift towards competency based learning and education. And the content will focus on ideas, application and problem solving. That means teaching and learning will be conducted in a more interactive manner. Curriculum content, that means theory based content, will be reduced so that the critical thinking of a child can be encouraged, and his study will be more inquisitive, discovery based, discussion based and analytical. Then NIOS, as I have told you, National Institute of Open Schooling, are going to offer courses for grades 3, 5 and 8. Next is nutrition and health cards. Regular health checkups for school students will be made mandatory to monitor the health of the students. Next is variable model board exams like annual, semester or modular exams. Next is a 360-degree holistic report cards for students that will not only inform about the marks obtained by the students in various subjects but also about their skills and other abilities. Then focus on board exams will be reduced. Exams can be conducted twice a year, but the question paper will be received from the board by the schools, and the question paper will be in two parts, objective and descriptive. Another striking feature of this new policy is coding to be taught from class 6 onward. That will imbibe the skill of the computing skills. And another is national curricular and pedagogical framework to be developed by NCERT, and e-content in regional languages. There will be e-content in regional languages apart from English and Hindi. E-courses to be in 8 major languages, not just in English or Hindi. So these are all the striking features of the new educational policy, and I hope this is going to be very helpful in the holistic development of a child, so that he doesn't cut a sorry figure in getting a job in the present scenario, and moreover his future to enter into the foreign universities will also be opened. So this was all about today's topic. We'll meet again with some more important points. Till then, bye bye.